Good morning. This is Nicole Jager. Welcome to this morning's edition of Weight Loss Plateaus and what to do about it. So at this point in my journey, I have been on my ketogenic diet for 3 weeks, and it has been very exciting. My first week, I lost almost 8 pounds. My second week, a few more. I was down to 14 pounds at the beginning of last week and very excited. However, last week, throughout the whole week, I didn't lose any more than maybe 0.2 of a pound, which is what we refer to as a weight loss plateau. These are inevitable, especially on any new diet or lifestyle. So I wanted to take a moment to talk about it because it can be very discouraging as you're trying to lose weight and you're sticking very strictly to your new diet or regime and you're not seeing results. So I wanted to quickly go over these 6 potential reasons for why you might be on a weight loss plateau this week and what to do about it. So potential causes for your weight loss plateau. 1 is too many carbs. There is hidden carbs and sugar in everything. My soy sauce had sugar in it, ketchup has sugar in it, barbecue sauce has sugar in it, seasoning salt, depending on which brand you has sugar in it. So while you may be tracking all of your food with your MyPlate app and doing great, if you're not tracking your sauces and all those little things, those carbs can just sneak in on you. So be diligent about how many carbs you're tracking. 2, too much protein. If you eat too much protein, it can actually transition into glucose in your bloodstream, which will inhibit your ability to be in ketosis and slow down your weight loss. So you want to make sure your protein is between 20 and 50 or 60 grams. If you go too much higher than that, that can actually stop your body's ketosis process. 3 is too many calories. At the end of the day, weight loss is about calories in versus calories out. So if I only had 5 carbs today, but I had 3,500 calories, it's not going to do me much good. The beautiful thing about the ketogenic diet is that all of these delicious high-fat foods have left me feeling so full and satiated that I have not had any issues with staying at my calorie goal, which for me at 5 foot is 1,300 based on my weight loss goals. And so just monitor how many calories you've had. 4, too much dairy. So if you remember in my last video, we talked about the 3 initial phases of your new ketogenic diet. 1, the honeymoon. This is where you've cut out your carbs and your sugar, so you're eating whatever you want. That is low carb for the first week. 2, adjustment, making it more realistic. So maybe on the first week you had like 20 chocolate chip cookie dough fat bombs and they were awesome. Like in real life, that's probably not a lifestyle. So week 2 is where you start to adjust, and week 3 is where you get to more of a normal eating pattern. So this is where we talk about too much dairy. Dairy causes inflammation and all kinds of other issues when consumed in too great of quantities. So you want to look at how much dairy you're consuming, minimize the cheese and the cream and all of that so that you're down to amounts that work for you. For me, that was as simple as transitioning some of my recipes from butter to coconut oil, leaving the cheese off of some things, and finding some fat bombs where the main ingredient was not cream cheese. So just take a look at how much dairy you're eating, and that might help. 5 is very interesting. Are you eating too often? I did not know this until this past week when I did some research, but every time that you consume food, it triggers a insulin response within your body, and insulin stops weight loss, fat burning. So as long as there's insulin there, it inhibits your body's ability to burn fat. Now, I know traditionally we've all been taught we'll just snack all day long. It's far better than just having big meals. But some of the research that I have been finding is actually stating against that. If you can avoid having, a few almonds now, a cheesesteak in an hour, and half an avocado an hour later, and all these little snacks, and just consolidate them into maybe 3 meals or maybe 3 meals and 1 snack, eating less, even though you're eating the same amount, might actually help continue on your weight loss and help get you through that plateau. And now 6 is your body is just adjusting, so give it time. Your metabolism is adjusting as your weight is adjusting, as your lifestyle is adjusting. So as where maybe 3 weeks ago, you cut your calories significantly, so you lost a whole bunch of weight. Now, as you're steadying off, your body is getting used to it. So your weight loss is going to become far more gradual. So just give it time. Other questions to ask yourself as you're in this process is, how do I feel and how do my clothes fit? Because another part of it is you may actually be gaining muscle mass as you're burning fat. As you're doing more, as you're up more, as you're walking more. Even if you're not going to the gym, you could be doing enough physical activity to grow additional muscle. So I just wanted to provide you with this encouragement this morning. Through my weight loss plateau last week, the way I got through it this past weekend was I minimized my dairy and minimized the number of meals that I had. I ate the same amount of food. I just ate them in 3 solid meals instead of breakfast snack, lunch snack, dinner snack. And part of what they call it is intermittent fasting, but I'm not quite intermittent fasting yet. 1 step at a time, but just minimize it down to those 3 meals and 1 snack. So I hope that this is helpful. Please comment any questions, comments. Tell me about your weight loss plateaus and how you got through it. I'm always super excited to learn new information. So thank you so much. Have a lovely Monday, and I look forward to seeing you soon.